Hi, this is Kyle Benedict with MISO BIM. This tutorial topic is on floors, and this course is considered intermediate level. We know how to place and draw floors in Revit, but now we're going to look at some particular instances you might come across when it comes to flooring as an interior designer. In this video, we will add different flooring types to each room in our hotel example. Our common area, our bedroom, and our bathroom. Typically, an architect will model the floor to include its basic structural material and subfloor. If we go to a section view, you can see that this floor is 3-inch lightweight concrete on a 2-inch metal deck. So when an interior designer receives the Revit model, you'll likely see some sort of 2x framing for a floor built using wood construction, or perhaps metal decking and concrete topping for metal construction like we have here. This is because different rooms can have so many finishes. It just makes sense for the architect to put a consistent floor throughout their building rather than modeling every different floor type for each room. So now, when an interior designer models the flooring, you'll be adding onto the floor the architect has already placed. But to do that, you first need to recognize what exactly the architect is giving you in their model. Some architects may just have the 2x framing without the plywood layer. If that's the case, you need to add that to the properties of the floor you are creating. In our case, we can see the floor is concrete on metal decking. Therefore, we want to make a wood floor with a subfloor in the common area, a carpet and pad in the sleeping area, and a tile on thin set in the bathroom. If this were wood construction, we would probably want a backer board on top of the subfloor for the tile. So just be sure to do your research based on the floor type you will be putting in your building. As you can see, I've already got a couple floor types here to save time, but as you create these, you're going to duplicate an existing one and then modify its attributes. Now, a piece of advice I give all my students and colleagues is to be efficient with this process. Find an existing floor that already has some of the elements you want, and then you will have less work to do when you create the floor. So like I said, I've got the tile created for the bathroom. I've got the carpet created for the bedroom. And the wood flooring is the one I'm going to show you how to create yourself. So you'll see this is just a typical wood joist with a wood finish. But I know I want a wood floor in here, so like I said, you find one that already has some of the elements you want. You go to Edit Type. We can duplicate this. Rename it. Wood finish on plywood. And now when you go to edit the structure, we've got the flooring, we've got the plywood, and all we have to do now is just remove wood framing. So I can delete that. I'll modify the flooring as well. Instead of having this 3-inch parallel pattern, I'm going to do the wood board wide pattern. Actually, let's do the thinner wood board. Hit OK. I can lighten this up too if I want. Okay, so we've got our flooring on the top, our subflooring of the plywood. Hit OK. I'm going to make this type mark F1, so when we tag these later, it will tag the type mark, and you can put that in your keynotes or legend. Alright, next thing we're going to do is draw and place the floors in the project. As always, the most advantageous method is choosing the walls if possible, since the floor border will move if the walls ever move. So I'll choose this one first. Trim this up. Hit OK. Do the carpet. Flip that. And then finally, the bathroom tile. And there we go. The final thing you're going to do is make sure that the flooring you created is actually sitting on top of the architectural floor rather than in the same place as it, which it is now. Alright, if you see, here's the architectural floor, and then here's our wood flooring taking up the same space. So what we need to do is use the offset from level to put it on top of that. Now the quick way to find out what that offset needs to be is it's always going to be the thickness of your floor. This one is 1.5 inches, so we simply change that to 1.5. And now the wood flooring is sitting on top of your concrete floor. Next we'll do the carpet and pad. That's 5/8 of an inch. There we go. I'll go back here and select the tile, which is 9/16. And there we have it. There's our 3 flooring materials inside our hotel room. The last thing we're going to do is tag our floors. Our floor tag is set to read the type mark. Yours will probably default to the actual name of the floor, so just be aware of that. So I'm going to tag by category, and I'm going to turn off the leader and choose each of the floors. And you'll see that corresponds with the type mark in your floor type. So later you can create a schedule or key so the contractor easily can read what type of floor is what inside your project. That's all for this video on floors. Thanks for watching.